fees. Completely open about that. It'll give me some fees, but it's mainly because of this. Like, you got to think, Coinbase is the largest exchange inside of the United States and one of the largest exchanges inside of the world. And Base actually supports Coinbase. So Base literally supports them. Let me pull up Avantis. So Base supports Avantis, and they're even putting them on the front of their app, the Base app. So if the Coinbase founders and developers are supporting Avantis, Avantis is only at a $45 million market cap. I feel like this is a steal at this point, because we see what Aster is doing. Aster is doing huge numbers, right? And Aster is like the poster child for DeFi perps trading on Binance and BNB. I feel like Avantis is going to be the poster child for the DeFi perps trading on Base. And I think it's gonna be up there. I think it's just a matter of time at this point. It's gonna take some time, but eventually I think Avantis is gonna get up there as well. Gold now trades with the volatility of a meme, but the liquidity depth of a blue chip RWA. Proud to be the only perps DEX that offers zero slippage trading on gold. Traded $10 million market clips with zero spreads, zero fee perps, high leverage perps built for scalpers where traders only pay from profits. That's why I'm bullish on it. Like, they're pretty good. Avantis is pretty solid. And look, let's pull up gold here. So this is gold. And you can see gold is trading at 4,553, and you can literally trade DeFi gold perps up to 75x leverage. Like, that's crazy. Imagine putting in 10K, trading like it's $716,000 because you're doing 75x. Like, you have the potential to make so much money, but you have the potential to lose so much money as well, right? And if you were trading with 10,000, the loss rebate on Avantis 5, it says loss protection offers a safety net to traders on the less skewed side, encouraging balanced market activity and safeguarding liquidity providers by mitigating risk and guaranteeing tiered protection against the losses. 0 USDC there. Estimated liquidation price. So look, liquidation price, the current price is at $4,551. The liquidation price is at $4,500. So if this thing were to drop $50, you lose your whole 10,000. But if this thing goes up and you did a long, well, even if you did a short, you're not losing your money. If you did a short just now, you would have made money because it just now went from 4,552 to 4,548. You would have just now made money on that. And if you were doing 75x leverage with $10,000, the money you would have made would have been stupid. Your estimated hourly borrow fee is 8.56 USDC, and you're not going to be holding it for that long. You do not want to hold leveraged perps for long at all. And your opening fee would be $450 in USDC, which is actually pretty up there. But if you're doing the scalping right, that would be covered like that. So I'm gonna spin it like this. Look, position size 716,321. I'm gonna show you how those fees would be mitigated here. So and this is what I do when I trade options, stock options. I always run the numbers to see if the risk is worth the reward. So 716,321 because you're doing 75x leverage on $10,000, which would give you the option to trade with 716,321 off of 10,000 divided by gold. How many lots of gold would you have at that? You would have divided by 4,552 because that would have been the price. And remember, it went down to 4,548, and right now it's at 4,552. So this is how much you would have made, right? Well, if you were shorting it. So I gotta mention that if you were shorting. Well, actually, no, let's do it for if you're longing. All right. It'll be so much more easier. So that gives you 157.36 lots, and now it's at 4555. So now multiply by 4555. So your 716,400 something dollars went to 793, and that would cover your fees. All right. So where are we at right there? I put 716,321. All right. And then it goes to 7,4. Yeah, so that would have covered your fees right there. That would have covered your fees. And then anything else from here up is profit. So as it starts to go up, longing gold, you're making profit at this point. See how much it's going to go up by. Little by little, it'll start going up, and then you'll start to see that money increasing as well. So right now it'd probably be at $300 to $400 in profit, and then when it goes up to 4, 5, 5, 6, around there, you would be about $1,000 in profit, and then you would probably want to close that long out right there, and close out with $1,000 profit in like less than 5 minutes. So Avantis is a pretty interesting platform. Pretty interesting platform. But yeah, you just have to know what you're doing. You don't want to get into stuff like this without knowing exactly what you're doing. Does it have the % R chain exhaustion on this? %R, nope. But I'm sure it has the MACD. That's all you really need. Well, that's all I really need. Give me the MACD and I'm good. Pause. That's a big pause. All right, so no more chats in here. But yeah, big shout out to Rolling with Toshi for that donation. Much appreciated. But yeah, that's why I'm bullish with Avantis.